Set in amongst the picturesque city walls, you've probably walked past the major construction work that is taking place at Hudson Development. Well, as they reach 6 months of building work, the new office and apartment site is taking shape as they aim to create a new hub for York right by the station. One of the leads, Ben, from Hudson Estates, believes it will play an important role in the modernisation of the station side of the city.
I think this is the sort of first phase of this part of the city. If you look, there's the teardrop site behind the station, which is the next sort of phase, and it's going to bring in a more vibrant, perhaps more younger community in York. We're finding people coming from outside the area who perhaps weren't in York originally, working in London, but maybe able to work in York for a couple of days a week, still needing to be in London a couple of days a week as well. So we're bringing people from all over the country, and you'll see how quickly the development's coming together. So within another sort of 3 or 4 months, you'll really be able to see the sort of outline of the buildings and what it's going to look like. I think in 18 months' time, you're going to see a superb development. There's 127 apartments around a garden square. One of the particularly interesting things is that it's going to open up this area for the railway station, so you're going to be able to walk through during the day from the railway station through to Micklegate and wind your way up into Micklegate. So it'll open up this whole area, and with the redevelopment of Malmaison as it is coming on, and the Grand and all the Micklegate quarter, it's going to become a really vibrant place to live.
Ben also went to explain how the work came about at its initial stage.
This development was originally an office block, and the group that bought it, Palace Capital, decided they wanted to redevelop the office block into apartments. We did look at originally using the existing building and refurbishing that, but it became very evident early on that we're going to get a much better development if we demolish the original building, Hudson House as it was known, and build a new development around a sort of garden square, and it was going to be a much more up-to-date looking building, so that's what we decided to do.
Chris works with Caddick Construction and has been on site since day one. He spoke of how the work is going and what is a site that brings its own challenges.
We're in week 32 of the project, just over a quarter of the way through. Everything's going to plan. You know, we've got difficulties and problems that we overcome. We've got professional, technical and practical teams all working together. The office block is the first section that is going to be completed. We've got the steel frame complete. We're currently progressing with the internal floors. As that progresses, then we'll follow on with the external facade. We've got the residential blocks in progress. 2 of them, the concrete frames, are moving fast. We've got the 3rd block just about to start. We will be ready for topping out on the 1st block in November, and everything's going to plan.
He then talked about the milestone of topping out, which is set to be reached in November.
It will be a good milestone. It means that we're at a stage then where we can start internal finishes, so it means that the services installations can commence, and it is an important factor in any project to be topping out.
Due for completion at the start of 2021, the project is set to cost a huge £35 million. But with it set to play an important role in bringing Micklegate closer to the station, it will be quite the sight to behold in 18 months' time. Rory Ward, That's TV.